G'day everyone and welcome back to another Ross Reviews, where today we have got something truly insane. This is a custom 2005 Ford Territory with a swapped out 302 Windsor up front. V8, we got a C4 trans and twin custom 4.5-inch exhaust out the back. This thing is gonna be nuts. Now driving this custom 2005 Ford Ghia Territory with a 302 Windsor. But this thing is kitted out to be a skid car, and my goodness, you have a look at this thing. It's absolutely bonkers, and I've never seen anything else like this car. It's a father and son project. It's been built in the shed, and just have a look at this thing. It speaks for itself. Now this does have a 302 Windsor up front, to 5-liter, and we haven't had this thing on the dyno, so we're not exactly sure on how much power it's making, but we'd estimate, this thing's probably around that 300 horsepower kind of range. And we do have a 3-speed C4 Ford transmission gearbox down here as well. This thing is old technology, but it's good, reliable tech, and can handle about 500 plus horsepower on one of these easy. Now price, look, originally when these Ghias came out, you're gonna pay about 50 grand back in 2005 for one of these. On the used market, you can pick them up for as cheap as like 5 grand now. They really are kind of a bargain. This father and son have basically had a 5 grand budget, done all the work themselves. They've bought cars, kind of sold the parts they didn't need, kept using that 5 grand, and they've essentially just kept into that budget with selling the cars they flipped. And, maybe all up, they're probably double that, but far out, that is pretty good for this kind of vehicle, this engine, the way it drives, a skid car in this condition, that is bloody impressive. Now these would be roughly around 2 ton from factory, and with all the work they've done, they've actually ended up removing a lot of things underneath, and they've probably gutted a good 300 to 400 kilos out of this thing. So, it is a lot lighter now. Again, being a skid car, you want to have a little bit lighter in the back, and mate, this thing is absolutely insane. And that 4.5-inch custom exhaust out the back, it is loud. Now, being a skid car, comfort really is not even a forethought. You can see from the way the wheel is, it's not aligned, and it's very noisy in here. I gotta scream. You can feel every bump in the road. We are running 20-inch Simmons, yeah, bud. So, it definitely doesn't handle that great. It's low, it's stiff, but that's not the point of this thing. This thing is it's loud, it's obnoxious, and it's just a lot of fun. And just hearing a bit of noise out of this thing. It's a low car. This is a very bumpy road, so we do have to be careful here. And look, it is not being tuned. It's a skid car foremost, so you really got to build up them revs to get this thing going. And this thing is it's just crazy. It is. Now, just having to walk around on this custom V8 Territory, this thing is absolutely insane. Now, this was like a father and son project. They've done all the work themselves. They've even painted this thing themselves, all in the shed. And mate, when you look at this thing, it's come up $1 million. We've got this Wicked bonnet, absolutely love it. Looks super tough. We got 20-inch Simmons down here. And just have a look how low this thing is. So they've actually put in BABF sedan suspension here to actually get it a little bit lower. And I've never seen anything like this. It just looks so cool. Even got the side steps down there. At the back, you know, it's all blacked out. This thing is built for the skid, so it is going to be doing burnouts, going to the pad. You know, you've got that twin custom 4.5-inch exhaust back here, which sounds absolutely mental. And you got to love that license plate. And in the back here as well, we pop this. We've got our fuel cell back here, and it's just ridiculous. You know, standard 2005 Ford Ghia. We've even got leather interior in here. Let's have a look on the inside. Even down the sides here, actually, there's no side indicators or anything. It's just a very sleek look. Again, you know, load up the kids in the back here, mate. This thing is good to go. You got that 3-speed C4 Ford Trans there. You got a couple of gauges, push button start, your steering wheel. Mate, this thing is awesome. All right, guys, I've swapped seats because this is a little bit of a handful. It's low. I'd like the owner to do the 0 to 100. We're going to do it because everyone requests this all the time. So whenever you're ready, mate, we'll just find out. And there we go, yeah. Yeah, hey look, it's not being tuned. It is a 3-speed as well, guys, so, mate, you gotta really drive it hard. You gotta drive it hard, but that's why they built it, guys, so, what a weapon this thing is. It's wicked. All right, guys, so that is the video. The Windsor 302 V8 Territory, absolutely crazy. Huge thank you to the owners for bringing it down, letting us show it off. They do have a Facebook and TikTok account powered by Ford, so I'll leave a link for them in the description below. Make sure you check them out. What do you guys reckon? I absolutely love this thing. Cannot wait to see it hit the skid pad. And yeah, leave a comment, guys. Make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.